So the first in a long line of Star Wars series that Disney are crapping out after the success of The Mandalorian, the Book of Boba Fett has now come to a close after 7 episodes. I still can't really put my finger on its entire existence to be overly dramatic. Now, before we go ahead, obviously there will be spoilers for the Book of Boba Fett, so if you're still yet to finish the series, click away and come back after you have, or just stay, I can't control you, it's 2022. Now, I can't say I was overly excited by the Book of Boba Fett. To be totally honest, I never really understood the fanfare the character received, don't shoot me, especially for the time of the original trilogy where he barely had half an hour of screen time across 2 films and ended up getting eaten by a desert's arsehole. But alas, he does, and he came back in The Mandalorian and now has got his own series. And the whole thing is all very, well, meh. Now, that sounds like a bit of a lousy assessment, but I generally can't think of a better phrase to sum up the book. I find the throwbacks somewhat interesting. For example, the first one, where he escaped from the aforementioned desert's arsehole, and then also his imprisonment, and then adoption into the family of Tuscan Raiders. Episode 4 also took a decent turn to the past, where it shows how he stumbled upon Fennec Shand, and then how he stole his ship from Jabba's palace. Quickly, while on this subject, one thing I want to add, particularly about the Tuscan Raiders segment, was it was nice to see another side to them. They've just sort of been bastards that occasionally shoot you throughout Star Wars movies, and to see life from their side, it was actually quite a nice change of pace, and you almost, well, I don't say almost, you do end up being on their side and feeling quite at a loss when they're all killed. But my god, I did not care for the main plot whatsoever. The main plot sees Boba and Fennec taking on the mantle that Jabba had before his ship went boom. It's fairly uneventful. The politics of Tatooine are not something that shouts excitement. It just needs hundreds of CGI pods to make it proper Star Wars politics, that's all it's missing. The main plot thread surrounds the Pikes and the mayor of Mos Espa, ooh, fancy, and their desire to transport spies through Mos Espa and Tatooine as a whole, of which Boba Fett gets in the way of. He also employs a biker gang for some reason. I hope they're as competent as soldiers for any potential plot points that involve a battle. That'd be ideal, wouldn't it? But on a positive, the performance of Temuera Morrison, I hope I didn't butcher that, is admirable, and he portrays Boba fantastically. His to-the-point manner and ability to command the scene really do shine through. The last episode is also pretty entertaining, even if ultimately I lost interest in what it was all for. There was a good amount of action to watch and enjoy, which is more so than had been present throughout most of the present-day plot. But it's time for the elephant in the room now. Episode 5 and 6. These were really good. Really, really good. Great storytelling, great premise, some brilliant characters. It truly was a great couple of episodes of The Mandalorian. Oh shit, I meant Boba Fett, damn it. Fuck. As I say, don't get me wrong, these episodes, they were brilliant. They were really great. Best episodes of the series. But I can't help but think it was a bit odd to have them slapped in the middle of a series about a completely different set of characters. It was pretty much dead cert that Mando would show up at some point in this, but I thought that might be, just at the end, not involving taking 2 out of the 7 episodes for himself before sharing the limelight in the Flan. Now, it comes as I'm clearly not the only one who sees episodes 5 and 6 as the best. They have the highest Rotten Tomato scores, and yet the best episodes for the majority of people had one solid 1 minute of the main titular character. To me, that is a big oof. That is an oof and a half. But ultimately, these were good, and Star Wars fans, me included, are a massive sucker for a bit of fan service. Oh my god, Luke and Leia and Baby Yoda, oh my god! Yes, Baby Yoda. It was intriguing that after all the first 2 seasons of Mandalorian, Grogu decided to go back to Mando. Not that I'm complaining, more Grogu is absolutely fine with me. I look forward to seeing where they go on from here, as The Mandalorian was some of the best Star Wars that Disney have shat out. Not that that is particularly different. I suppose I should try and find other positives that don't rely on characters that are completely separate from the actual plot of the Book of Boba Fett, shouldn't I? Yeah. Well, other positives. There's a Wookiee showing up, that's always good. And there's this funky bugger that can mob people. It's like Cyberpunk without it crashing on you every 5 minutes. In conclusion, the Book of Boba Fett just didn't particularly grab me. In fairness to it, I didn't think it would in the first place. I went into it with minor interest and came out thinking, as much as I wouldn't call it bad, it won't be memorable to me. It says an awful lot when the 2 episodes with barely anything surrounding the main plot and with only 1 minute of the main character are the 2 best episodes that are in the series. It feels to me as if this whole series' existence is really to tap into the nostalgia factor. People loved Boba, shit out of series. People loved Ahsoka, shit out of series. People loved Kenobi, shit out of series. And gullible silly buggers lap it up. That being said, Kenobi is going to be fucking lit and I can't wait. Yes, I'm one of the said silly buggers. So overall, this series does have some good moments. For me, it is a run-of-the-mill 5.5 out of 10. It certainly does not come close to being as piss poor as the movies under Disney have been. Not that that is in any way, shape or form something to be that proud of. Now that brings us to the end of the video. Do you agree with my thoughts? Disagree? Have something to add to the discussion? Or do you just think I'm a twat? Leave a comment down below, let me know. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. I hope you enjoyed, thank you for watching, and goodbye.